Kayden Fish is our next guest on Heart of the Cardinal, previewing Ball State men's basketball for the 25-26 season here on Heart of the Cardinal in the Betsy M. Ross studios. Kayden, really appreciate your time and welcome to Ball State.
Man, appreciate you having me, man. This is big time.
Of course. It's been fun to get to know you a little bit more, and now it's going to be interesting for Ball State fans to get to know you. Your transfer from Iowa State. How have the first couple of weeks been for you on campus?
Man, it's been amazing. It's been nothing but basketball, and obviously, you know, you've talked to the other teammates, man. We all love each other. The chemistry's great. It's been great, man. I've really had a great time in Muncie and around the Ball State University, you know, environment.
I first met you kind of when we were in Roots, and you were walking through with your official visit, and you were just smiling ear to ear.
Yeah.
Like even on your visit, you were so in with this. What about Ball State stuck out to you?
I mean, obviously, coaching staff, you know, basketball, you know, that's a no-brainer. I mean, you know the type of pedigree that Lewis has and all the assistant coaches that come under him. And then I'm a huge people person. And, you know, the program are people too. So, you know, I feel like I fit, you know, I mesh perfectly with the vision that they have, you know, for people outside of basketball players.
And it sounds like that's what you were looking for when you hit the portal from Iowa State. You wanted to find a home like that.
Absolutely. You know, somewhere where I can, you know, spread my wings, obviously with guidance, you know, good coaching staff, but somewhere I could be myself, you know, somewhere I can grow that 1% better every day that everyone always talks about.
Absolutely. And you mentioned Coach Lewis, and with the dynamic with Coach Lewis and you guys having conversations about what kind of player you're going to be, what kind of person you're going to be, how has he already helped set the table for all of that? And the rest of the coaches too. How have they all set the table for you to make sure that you are being yourself?
Yeah. So, I mean, it starts way back with Coach Buzz, the assistant coach. I've known him for a long time. We come from the same, you know, AAU program, so that's where the relationship started. And then I got to talking to Coach Lewis, and, you know, he sat me down and he was like, look, this is the things that we expect. And, you know, from that point on, I always loved that truthfulness. I always loved that honesty because, you know, there's no interpretation. You know, you know what you're supposed to do, what's expected of you. And that, you know, that just proved to me that this is the best place for me. You know, those conversations happen almost every day, and it's very transparent on the things that are expected of me. And, you know, that's how we grow together as, you know, a team and as individuals.
You mentioned Coach Buzz, same AAU program. How long have you guys known each other?
I've probably been around him probably about 6 years.
Wow, okay.
I've been playing with Mocan since 8th grade. So we go way back. I've seen his face everywhere. And, you know, it just happens that, you know, he's in a position where I get to play for him again. That's
awesome. What is the reason that you two click so well outside of being in that same sphere like that? What about your guys' personality and basketball minds help click and work with each other?
Outside of basketball, I would just say our personalities. We're both very, you know, happy, bubbly, love to smile, love to laugh, crack jokes all the time. That's just the people we are. You know, we love to get other people smiling. Also, you know, we can be honest with each other. You know, I don't have to worry about him not telling me the truth because, you know, he's scared to tell me it, whether it's good or bad. There's just a lot of transparency, and obviously, like I said, we go way back, so I know what gets him worked. He knows what gets me ticked up, so, you know, it's pretty easy.
You've used the word transparency several times within this conversation. It sounds like you are somebody who wants to be told what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong, how you want it fixed, all that type of stuff. How do you think that's helped your growth mindset in the game of basketball?
I mean, I think that's the best mindset to have. You know, you need to know what's expected of you, and you need to know how to get there. And without either one of those, you're kind of stuck in a game of assuming and game of, you know, trying to figure out what's expected of you instead of, you know, someone telling you exactly what we need you to do or exactly what we want from you. I think it's helped my game, you know, a lot because I know what to work on. I know what to do. I know, you know, where to place myself within all aspects of the game.
How would you describe your game?
I don't know. I get asked this question a lot. I really don't think much about it. I just feel like I do what I do. I'm not quite sure how to put it into words. I play hard. I do the right things most of the time. And yeah, I do whatever I can to be the best teammate possible, whether that's passing, rebounding, whether that's even off the court things like, hey, let's get the guys together, let's do something. That's just who I am as a person on and off the court.
I love that answer, especially when you said, I don't know how to answer that. And you said that you just play hard, you're trying to do it the right way. It seems like you're not thinking too much about that stuff.
Yeah.
And I think that's why it's a good answer, because you're just going out and doing what feels natural
Yeah.
and helping lead teammates and things like that.
Yeah.
When you look at your short time here at Ball State, you've been able to have a couple weeks of practices, things like that. How would you say that you are able to gel with all your new teammates?
Yeah, absolutely. I've always said that, if you can't get along with me, then there's something else going on, because I feel like I'm a pretty easy person to get along with. I don't have any strong personality traits. I like people. I like talking to people. But, with, all the guys, we have, 7 transfers? And so all different types of dudes coming from different types of places, but, we're here for the same reason. We're here for the redemption, or we're here for the recognition. You know what I'm saying? They're here to win. So once you get a group of guys that have that same mindset, it's pretty easy to get along with.
You mentioned what guys are here for. What are you here for?
I'm here to win, man. I'm here to, first off, win the MAC. That was a huge conversation. Last year wasn't the best of what I heard. But I'm here to turn it around. I'm here to be the best teammate possible. I'm here to, leave a positive impact on anything, however I can.
What did you learn about yourself at Iowa State?
I learned that if you really don't believe in yourself, then who can? Not even to be overconfident or conceited,
right.
not that type of, but just to believe in your abilities and the work that you put in every day. If you don't believe in that, then you're really wasting your time, because at the end of the day, it's just you. You have all these people that can tell you all this stuff, but if you don't believe anything that they say, if you don't believe that you can do it, then you won't go very far. So just belief, and know that every day, the trust the process. I know it's cliche, but every day is a new day. Every day is a new opportunity to create the type of day that you want. Do you want a productive day, or do you want a non-productive day? And so, it just circles back to the belief that you have in yourself is almost as important that others have in you.
How would you describe your basketball journey? It can be from when you started at the very, very beginning. It could be anywhere that you think would help transform you being into a basketball player.
I would say I've always been the quote-unquote underdog. I'm undersized for my position, I guess. I've always been, he's not going to be this good, he's not going to do that. And that's kind of giving me the slight edge where it's like anyone who says something, okay, tell me I can't do something. That's just the confidence factor, and again, believing in the work that you do every day. But, always the underdog. I've always been a hard worker. I feel like that, how you do anything is how you do everything. So,
I like that.
it's pretty much self-explanatory. If you want to go as far as your dreams, you have to work just as hard. So, yeah.
When did you start playing basketball?
I started in 6th grade.
6th grade, okay.
Yeah, I got a little bit late start.
Okay, were you playing other sports before that?
Yeah, I played football.
Okay, what position?
The tight end.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say tight end or defensive line.
Yeah, tight end or DN. That was my positions.
Did you enjoy football?
Yeah, I played with. We had a little kids group that we played year-round different sports, and they had finally convinced me to play basketball, and I hated basketball.
Really?
Yeah, every time I did it, I jammed a finger, I broke a finger.
But you like football?
Yeah. And so they finally convinced me to join the team, and I was like, guys, I'm gonna hate this. I don't like basketball. And then obviously, look where I'm at now. One thing led to another. I just fell in love with the sport.
How did you fall in love with it when you thought you were going to hate it?
Yeah, I think it was the X and O's. I really think football is very Like, it's about the measurables, like how hard you hit, how strong you are. Like, you run fast, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But basketball, like you've seen, there's plenty of examples of people who don't run fast or jump high that are amazing at the game. So it's like, it's skill, like the skill, the development, the work is really like the always chasing perfection, even though you might never reach it. But like the chase is what I fell in love with.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So you didn't like basketball. You loved football.
Yeah.
When you stopped playing football, was that just I want to focus on basketball type of thing?
Yeah, it was. It got to the point where it was like I didn't even want to play football anymore. Like I like basketball, basketball year round, because obviously football season ends. I wanted to play basketball year round. I was tired of changing the way like it's different. It's different workouts for each one. Like I was just tired of going back and forth. So I was like, nah, I'm gonna stick with basketball.
That's a very interesting story. I think it's very unique for somebody that didn't think they'd like basketball at all. Start in 6th grade and now you're a Division I athlete.
Yeah.
Like that's impressive.
Yeah.
It's impressive.
I'm glad.
Hobbies outside of basketball, Kayden, what are you doing?
I really, like I said earlier, I'm a people person. I like chatting with people. I like joking around, like having fun. Teammates. I like hanging out with my teammates. I play video games a lot, but that's just because like you're tired from practice, you don't want to do nothing, so I'm just gonna get on the game. But hanging out with loved ones, playing the game. Let's see. I like swimming.
You like swimming? Okay.
Yeah, I do like swimming. Other than that, man, that's it. Basketball. That pretty much runs my entire life.
What games are you into?
Recently, I've been playing GTA a lot. I play pretty much everything. 2K, NCAA, Madden, pretty much. Whatever my friends are playing, that's pretty much what I play.
I love it. When you get a chance to walk around campus, I'm curious to see where your favorite spots have been. Have you had a chance to walk around a whole lot of campus yet?
I have not.
Okay.
I have not.
I know you just got here. Like, May 30th was official first day?
Yeah.
So haven't had a chance to, but you've been in the Letterman building. Got to get to Beneficence.
Okay.
Frog Baby.
Okay.
Have you heard about Frog Baby? Rub Frog Baby's nose for good luck.
Where's that at?
It's actually not too far away from here.
Okay.
It's across the road from the bell tower.
Okay.
So, there's some good stuff. We'll have to get you ingrained with all that.
I need like a list of all like the little knickknacks,
right?
Or, like, things to do.
100%. What have you noticed about your teammates? Like, I think this is an interesting conversation because it's only a couple weeks in. But what have you noticed about your teammates, especially somebody who's a people person?
Yeah.
Like, what have you noticed about them?
I see a lot of want. I see a lot of drive, a lot of, intention on everything that they do. Even our first practices are probably just as competitive as they need to be. Obviously, we haven't added, the X's and the O's, a little rough around the edges, but the drive and the competitiveness is something that you can't teach anymore. Like it's either you do it or you don't. And so, the want, like I said, like just the thirst for, doing the best and being the best version of a team that we can. And then also just like the openness to accept, other people into your circle. It's not like a cliquey thing where it's like the returners only hang out with the returners, the transfers only hang out with the transfers. It's a real deal. Like 13 dudes, we're rolling 13 deep, like most places.
Yeah. No, that's awesome to hear, especially when you're talking about right off the bat, because there's always that integration period, and then you've got a 2 or couple week span of you're done with summer ball, you get some time, and then you come back for the year. I think that sets like a really good foundation for the year.
Yeah, great foundation because, without the team, can't really do anything. So if you have that trust built early, then later down on the road when things get hard, it'll make it easy, super easy.
How's the family?
It's good. I have mom, stepdad at home. I have a twin brother who is still at Iowa State. He's got like 2 more semesters left, and so there's no reason for him to leave for 2 semesters. So he's staying there to finish out his degree. I got a cat at home.
You got a cat?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the cat's name?
Spoon.
Spoon.
Yeah.
Okay. How old's Spoon?
I got her from PetSmart, so they say roughly around 2.
Okay.
2. I don't know, man, but she's a chiller. I love her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is she a people person
Yep.
too?
Yep, she loves people. She loves people. She'll sit in the windowsill and meow down at the people. So,
I love it. Is Spoon like the name that they gave Spoon before?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you just kept the name.
Yeah.
Okay, when you adopted.
I was
That's
like,
awesome.
it's a quirky name. I was like, yeah, why not?
I love it. I love it. Kayden, before we let you go here on Heart of the Cardinal, is there anything else you want Ball State fans to know about who you are, your game, your personality, anything like that?
Man, I would just say, I appreciate all support on and off the court. I would really appreciate it if they came out to watch the games this year. I feel like that we could really do something special with the team that we have, and the opportunity that's being presented to us, not only in the MAC conference, but as basketball as a whole program. So from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate you accepting me.
Okay, and we can't wait to see you in action in Worthing Arena and beyond. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for joining us.
Appreciate you having me.